welcome to Bollywood Life. Our guest today is a well-known face from the world of fashion. In fact, she's a supermodel of the highest pedigree. And after breaking into the glamorous world of Bollywood, she's shown her caliber as an actor in films like Ladies Vs Ricky Bahl and Jodie Breakers. With me, none other than the gorgeous Dipannita Sharma. Dipanita, thanks a lot for joining us.
I'm so glad to be doing an interview again with you.
Thanks a lot. My first question is my curiosity. While most girls today from the world of fashion use fashion as a stepping stone to break into the more glamorous world of Bollywood.
Right.
But you always maintain, in spite of working in movies, you always maintain that you're a model first.
Yes.
Are you seduced by the world of fashion completely?
I love the world of fashion, I really do, and that is my first love, and I've always said that. I am a model first, and I'm very proud of that. I've said that to you before as well. For me, it is a full-fledged career, and I could have, my love for it is so much that I could have never used it as just a stepping stone. I wanted to establish myself as a good model first, and then think of doing other things. For me, films are, it's a creative outlet. I love the creative part of it, and it's creative satisfaction for me. So whenever I get something nice to do, then I do it. If I don't, then I just don't do it. For me, it's very important that when I come out on screen, when I do something, people appreciate it. So even if it means people don't see so much of me on screen, but when I'm seen, people appreciate me, and that's a big thing for me.
Right.
But yes, modeling will and always remain my first love.
Yes. But what if you had to choose between the two, modeling or acting?
Right.
In that case,
I hope I never have to choose between modeling and acting, because I really enjoy both of them. I have done a lot more modeling than I have done films.
True.
So, I started off as a model, so that will always remain my first love. I feel whatever I am today, it's because, I started out as a model.
True.
So that I'll never forget, and it was never a stepping stone for me. Yeah.
Tell us, how did you come into modeling, and then how did the movies happen?
Well, modeling happened when I was still in Delhi, and I was doing my graduation, and in the final year of my graduation, I was in this inter-college, fashion show it was like a hunt for new faces kind of thing, and I happened to win a free portfolio, and I got it done, although the pictures are really terrible now, and I think back, and I've said it lots of times. But
why do you say so? The pictures are terrible. You look so gorgeous.
It was sometimes when either your clothes or when you're new, you don't know you don't know how to pose, or photographer is not the best, So your portfolio per se, as your first portfolio, does not come out as impressive as you would have thought. So when I was walking into agencies with that portfolio, like the people would just look at me and look at the pictures, and they'd say, please don't circulate these pictures, I mean, you just walk in like that, we'll audition you, the way you look.
How did you react to those reactions?
Because I thought those pictures are really good. And I was like, oh wow, that's news, they're not nice. I mean, I thought they were great, So there were big photographers like Bharat Sikka and all who said, you know what, just don't show these pictures. Just come for auditions like this, the way you look, and we'll do better pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, I started slowly with one fashion show in Delhi. I auditioned for a designer show. That's how I started. Then, a shoot for a fashion magazine. They wanted someone who was not a model. So they said, yeah, all we want you to do is sit and have mangoes. So I was like, oh wow, that's fun.
Right.
So they were doing a story on mangoes and mango colors. So post that, it all kick-started, and then I took part in Miss India just 2-3 months later. And that's when I think it kind of took off really well, because I won the Miss Photogenic.
But even then, acting was never on your mind?
Look, in terms of acting, I have grown up in a family where there's a lot of encouragement for, cultural things, like singing, dancing, drama, you know, because my mom was active on stage, although she was by profession a teacher. I come from a family, my uncle, yeah, he's my uncle, he's one of the most well-known faces from the Assamese film industry. He's actually a pioneer of Assamese films in theatre. His name was Dipannita Sharma, and he was he's known as one of the, you know, we call him Natya Surya, which is he's the Suraj of you know of drama, you know. So this has been there in our family as a culture. So we've grown up. My nanny used to write plays, so I used to act in them. Mom would write plays, so we'd like, you're the guinea pig, so you're going to act in the play I wrote, you know. So we've grown up doing all that. But when I started modeling, all I wanted to be was a good model. Yeah. I didn't think of becoming, oh, you know what, I need to do Hindi films to, you know, get more fame.
And
or
then
whatever.
how did the transition happen from the RAM to the big screen?
Well, I was, when I got the call for an audition for 16 December, which was my first film, I was just you know, a focused model. That's all I was, you know. I really just wanted to travel for fashion shows. I was, you know, you know, doing shows for the biggest designers in the country, traveling for different kinds of fashion shows abroad, for fashion weeks abroad, you know. Right. So it was, and I was having a lot of fun at the same time. You know, as I was at a place in my career where I was like, you know what, I have more things to do as a model. So films were not on my mind, but when I got this call, they said, you know, this is not a run-of-the-mill kind of.
And you actually forgot the audition date. You told me that.
I did. Yeah. Because they said not run-of-the-mill, you know, kind of role. I said okay. So the day the audition was, I got a call again from the coordinator. Are you coming? So I'm like, for what? So he said, remember the audition I told you? I said, oh, right, okay. So yeah, on the day of the audition, I said, okay, I'm free till the evening. So I'll come for the audition. I went for the audition, and then they were auditioning so many people, you know. There were lots of girls, and they were doing you know, an audition down south, one here, one in, I think, Kolkata, and then Delhi, so many places. So I gave the audition as sincerely as I could, but I thought I was, you know, I said, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, it was my first film audition, so I said, yeah, okay, whatever, I've done it, I've done my bit, now I'm going, I forgot about it, because I was doing all these circuit shows, you know, there's so much happening at that time. So, you know, Provoke circuit and, you know, going abroad for shows, you know, some show in Europe and things like that. And days of no roaming on your phone, you know. So when I got back, I got this frantic call after some 1 month, you know, frantic call where, you know, the guy's telling me, listen, I've been trying to get in touch with you. Where have you been? I said, well, I was traveling for shows. Remember that audition you gave? I said, which audition again? And he's like, you're amazing. You know, you forgot about...
Did he use that call to tell you that you actually got selected?
He told me that this is the last shortlist. There are three who have been shortlisted, and you have to do an audition again. So you're on the shortlist. You have to go for the audition to Hyderabad because the director and the team was from Hyderabad. I said, oh, okay, cool. When do you have to go? Like tomorrow or something? I said, oh, I just got back. I'm so tired. And he's like, you stop being so lazy, you know. So, yeah, I went to Hyderabad and all, you know, we were three of us. We gave our audition. And the same day I got back. And I think within a week, I got a call from the EP of the film.
And yet you were not excited about the film. You told in the last interview that you actually gave a call to Milind Soman and ask him about the film, how good the project was.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him, I said, you know, what kind of a role is it? Yeah, how is the film going to be? And he was like, you know, I think you should give it a shot because, you know, it sounds like an interesting project. And he said, I'm doing it because, you know, it's not run of the mill. So then post, I think, and, you know, when you're a newcomer, they're very secretive about the project and we can't tell you the story and blah, blah. So I had to do that. And then finally, I think after I got selected is when I heard the whole story and I was really happy about it. I said, oh, They said, well, we're very sorry to say that you don't have song and dance. And I said, wow, that is the best news you've given me. So because I thought that, you know, as a first film, I wanted to not do something that probably, you know,
was regular or not.
Yeah, was regular. I mean, I would have anyways, I was happy just modeling.
Right.
So if I wanted to do a film, it had to be something that really excited me.
Okay. But were you happy with the results, the way 16 December was accepted by the audience?
Absolutely, I was very happy. It was such a small film. And it did very good business,
right,
you know, for a small film and for a genre that was not touched by many people. It was a genre which was very different from anything that was being made at that time. You know, there was sci-fi and there was gadgets, and I was a commando, and you know, you didn't have song and dance, everything was background, you know, music. So for that, it was great because I got great reviews. All the actors, you know, were appreciated in the film. I was nominated for you know, as the best newcomer in a couple of award functions. And I think I got the appreciation that I would have wanted with my debut film. Yeah.
But post 16 December, you were not there. You were not seen anywhere.
Yeah.
Was that a conscious decision not to take up any project, or is it difficult for a good-looking model, in spite of acting well, to get an offer in Bollywood?
You know, my ideal way of working is to wait for offers.
Right.
So a lot of times that might mean being seen a lot less.
So you never approach anyone after
yes,
that film?
Yes, that's something I didn't do then, and I don't do it now.
Even now?
No. Yeah. So I did my film. I got straight back into modeling that I was really comfortable with, and I still had my shows going and my campaigns going, and I did an international campaign after that, you know, for Brigade Watchers, which is great. So I continue doing that. In between that, I would get the odd, you know, 3-4 scripts which would come. So I didn't like any of them.
I would like to mention here that not many people know that you were sharing an apartment with none other than Bipasha Basu back then.
Yeah, it was me, Bipasha, and my sister. Yeah, it was me, Bipasha, and my sister. They were fun times. Right. We were all. When I think I started sharing the place, she was already a senior model. She was doing really well, and I had just come into Bombay, into Mumbai, and my sister was studying here in Sophia's. So at some point, I think the place she was in a PG and stuff like that, and so was I. And some point we just decided to share a place. You know, we got a bigger place for ourselves, and then my sister joined us, and yeah, eventually, I mean, she started doing films first, and then I moved to Versova. But they were great fun times, you know. We would go out together. We would, you know, we would have, you know, watch movies late night, you know, things like that. They were great fun times, and so much later I did a film, you know, recently. Yeah, it was great fun. It was great fun. Yeah.
Now I'm in the mood to, in our last session, I'm in the mood to poke Dipanita a little. Dipanita, they say good models seldom make good actors. Your comment?
No, I want to know your comment on this. You have seen me act.
After watching all your films, I completely disagree with that notion.
Exactly.
You tell me now.
I think it depends on an individual.
Right.
It's how seriously you take what you're doing. For me, when I walk on the ramp, whether I'm doing a showstopper, which I do a lot of times nowadays, or I'm starting a show, or doing a showstopper, or doing a full show, I'm a model at that time. I'm not walking as an actor who has come to do a showstopper. For me, that is, like I said, my first profession, and that I will never forget. But when I'm in front of you know, film camera, and I'm supposed to give my best as an actor, and I'm, you know, I have to be into a character, then I'm doing the best that I can to, you know, in that profession. I'm giving my 100% to that. It's about giving 100% to both. You know, as an actor, you cannot constantly be, you know, conscious about, oh, am I facing camera? Am I, you know, is this angle right? And, you know, there are times when your hair is not going to be okay because that is that kind of a scene. You cannot, you know, say, oh, okay, you know, my gloss box needs to be perfect, my hair needs to be perfect even when I'm crying and I'm distraught.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Maybe there are probably, you know, models or turn actors who have behaved like that, and which is why people have felt like that, because they're constantly conscious of the way they look. As an actor, you have to stop being conscious of the way you're looking. That is the first thing. If you're good looking, you're going to look good anyway, but you cannot, being in character is the most important thing. But when you're on the ramp, you have to respect what the designer wants. You know, whether you're doing a campaign or especially when you're on the ramp, your designer wants you to project the outfit that you're wearing the best possible way, and that's what you're doing at that point, you know. So you have to make even a sack look good as a model. So that's your job as a model. So yeah, it's about giving 100% to whatever you're doing.
So while we are on this topic, tell us, what does it really take to be a good actor and a good model as well?
Both together, you mean? No, if you're serious about your craft, whether you're an actor or, you know, as a model, of course, I think they also help. You know, like as if you've been a model, it helps as an actor, I feel, because you've already gotten over your camera consciousness, because you've done so many ad films and stuff like that. You have gotten over facing an audience because you're on the ramp, and your interactions with the audience, or, you know, you're a people's person, you know, all that you've gotten over. You're not conscious of the world of glamour or, you know, facing the camera. So that's a very positive thing when you have a modeling background in acting. I'm saying to be both and to be good at it, all you need to do is just be focused and give your 100%, and you will know if you can do it or you can't, you know. I always think that, you know, although they're connected, modeling and acting, they're connected in a way, because they're both in the same, you know, glamour, you know, industry. They're both part of glamour industry. The minute you start modeling, the film world starts noticing you. You know, it's a new face and all. Of course, it's connected. At the same time, there are differences. So, you know, you might be an amazing model sometimes, but maybe you are not that good an actor, but you must know that. You must know that. And if you feel and if you know that, yes, I can do this, then yes, sure, you know, give your 100% and nothing can stop you. But it should not be that is the only stepping stone and that is the only path for every model. That is not true. That isn't true. You know, there are models who have done other things as well, you know.
So tell us, when you return after 16 December, you were on a sabbatical for some time. Then you returned to with Ladies Vs Ricky Bahl and Jodie Breakers. How was that experience facing the camera as an actor after a long time?
See, after 16 December, I did a couple of films, but again, I've always come, I've been on sabbatical as in I keep doing my modeling like that. Right. So after 16 December, I did a film, there was Koi Apsa, and there was, you know, I did My Brother Nikhil, you know, which is a great film to be a part of, you know. Then I did another film with Mr. Rajiv Rai, was amazing. He's an amazing person, really. Though the film didn't do well at all, it was a great experience. I did that was Asambhav, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Then after that, it was pretty long, you know. Then after that, you know, I was modeling. I did my international, you know, campaign. Then I got married, and you know, then Ladies happened. You know, after that, I think when Ladies happened, I was so ready to do something challenging, and that, you know, that I have, you know, people kept asking me, why have we not seen you for such a long time, you know. People like you would ask me always, you know, why have we not seen you? Are the offers not coming or whatever? And you kind of get tired of saying that, you know, it is by choice that you don't want to do anything and everything that comes your way. But people have to see it as well. So when this happened, I'm like, okay, you know what? This is a role that I would love to do. you know. So the day I got a call for an audition, and I was told that you prepare whatever you want, we are not giving you lines. And I prepared a piece and I did an audition, and when they called me for a reading, and then they said, okay, you know what, we aren't auditioning anymore because I think we have found Reena Parulekar. The satisfaction was beyond belief. And then filming it was so much fun, you know. I had fun doing the role, although I was playing this woman who is, you know, very hard-hearted, and, you know, all she cares about is her work and stuff like that. I had so much fun playing it. I think that's what showed, you know.
Now tell us, successful supermodel, a fairly known actor, and a yacht entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Now tell us, you are dabbling in so many things.
Yeah.
How you're going to juggle all these things and yet find time for Bollywood, for we want to see you in more films in the future?
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you want to see me in more films, and I've got a lot of appreciation for, you know, the work that I've done in the recent past. But like I told you, I'm very okay and happy waiting for the right offer to come by. The satisfaction I've got from the right kind of work is unparalleled, you know. So it's not like, oh, just because I'm not doing a film right now because the good offers have not come my way, does not mean that I am missing out. I don't feel I'm missing out on anything. I'm sure that good offer, for me, films have always been like that. It has come, you know, and the roles come, and it has always been good, and I've really enjoyed, you know, doing those parts. Apart from that, my modeling, and then there is the yacht entrepreneurship that we have started, me and my husband have started. You know, when you want to do something, you find time for it, really. That's what I have discovered. That when you're really passionate about something, you find time for it, no matter what. The yacht thing is another thing which is very close to my heart, because both me and my husband love the waters, you know, love traveling. We've been on cruises, you know, so when the opportunity came by, we were like, you know, I think we would like the people who visit Mumbai and the people who live in Mumbai to experience this life as well. You know, in Mumbai we get very stuck in going to one restaurant, one hotel, and, you know, inside an apartment. You know, I myself, we all live in apartments here. That experience I cannot tell you, you know, Pratham, when you are out there in the sea and the kind of sunset you see from behind, you know, and the sunsets behind the Taj from our yacht, it's just unparalleled. So yeah, I think I'm very comfortable juggling all my roles as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, as a model, as an actor, and as an entrepreneur.
Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pratham.